7, 6, 2, 9, 8. The time is coming, Craig.
Okay, is the new head on correctly?
No, that looks like he's just been startled by something over his left shoulder. Another quarter turn.
Oh, there we go. Boy, this IKEA L-shaped tool is good for everything. Welcome back, Craig.
Am I still Emperor?
No, you're a whimsical sidekick character who loves refilling the vending machines. Doesn't that sound satisfying?
I'm remembering something, some devastating information.
That sounds irrelevant. Sit back and enjoy the show.
Hello from the Magic Tavern, a weekly podcast from the magical land of Foon. I'm your host, Arnie Niekamp. If you've never listened to the podcast before, this is everything you need to know about, well, let me put this into this new Excel spreadsheet here.
What are you doing?
A listener named Troy sent me an Excel spreadsheet so I can always figure out exactly how long I've been here. And according to this, let me see.
Nobody
C
cares.
and 2.
Literally no one cares about this.
3 and 61st of a year ago, I fell through a dimensional portal behind a Burger King in Chicago into the magical, fantastical land of Foon. Luckily, I'm still getting a Wi-Fi signal.
I never thought I'd say this, but go back to how you were doing it.
From the Burger King through the dimensional rift, and I use it to upload this podcast that I record every week here in the Tavern, the Vermilion Minotaur, in the town of Hogsface, in the land of Foon. Chunt, my co-host and Talking Badger, can you believe that we have been doing this show for 3 and 61st of a year? That is 1/60th of a year away from 4 years. We're almost coming up on the anniversary.
When'd you turn into fucking Dr. Fractions over here?
You know what? I don't know how you can have a 61st of a year. I'm sure math makes it possible.
And why are you wearing a shirt that says math makes it possible?
Math makes it possible.
You've really doubled down ever since you revealed to us that your mom was a math teacher. You've really taken that to the limit, and all the time you're splitting the bill. You always put on glasses and start to split the bill, and you're always saying integer. Like, what's going on with you?
Well, I am sorry. I am going to take it to the limit one more time. When you guys brought up my mom last week, I've really been thinking about the fact that how much I miss her, and
why didn't you become an athlete? Because you said your dad was a sports coach.
He'll be okay. I'm just saying that, I should focus more on math. My mother is so good at teaching people math, and I should have been able to focus better and really retain that knowledge. Okay. 61st of a year, which is like a 1/60th away. That's like a normal way to think of things.
1/61st away.
What's this?
You said 1/60th away. You're not 1/60th away. You're 1/61st away.
This is going to become the whole show now.
No, this isn't a math thing. This is an Excel thing. Let me
Troy,
make sure.
you piece of motherfucking Troy.
Okay.
Troy, if you ever fall through this portal.
Okay, don't worry, guys. I just accidentally deleted part of the algorithm in the spreadsheet.
Why would we worry? That's wonderful.
Anyway, I am also joined by my other co-host, Usidore the Wizard.
I am Usidore, Wizard of the 12th Realm of Ephesius, Master of Light and Shadow, Manipulator of Magical Delights, Devourer of Chaos, Champion of the Great Halls of Tarakas. The elves know me as
real angry introduction.
Yeah. The dwarves know me as
brows
Zonin
narrowed.
Stanges, and I am known in the Northeast.
He's like hate-fucking his own name.
Minius Maystar.
You, sir, your nose is bleeding.
There are secret names that if e'er uttered aloud would transform a normal calendar into a calendar broken up into 61 pieces.
Ooh. Everything okay, buddy? That was the angriest I've ever seen you intro.
Oh, I just really am feeling it. My Skur Buzzards, my favorite mittens team.
Sports.
The 41 Buzzards.
Could there be 61 buzzards?
No,
1/41st of a buzzard. So one person on a team is 141st of a buzzard?
No. This year's buzzards, I'm saying.
Oh, the 41 being the year, because of
yes.
course the year is
48 to 41.
That's the one. Arnie, speaking of the year and numbers and you doing a weekly podcast, I wanted to bring up
The
something
Roaring
today.
41s.
I want to bring up something, and I want you to keep an open mind.
Okay. Oh, this is going to be like a
We've been doing this.
Usidore thing.
No. We've been doing this podcast for a while. Have a great time.
3 years and
Don't.
66
No, don't.
firsts of a year.
I thought we could do something. Number 1, get tattoos.
1.
Let's get tattoos.
1. We haven't been counting as much as we used to.
2,
Do you hear this, Mom? I'm counting again.
why'd you look upwards?
Do you
Is
hear me,
she-
Ma?
Is she in the ceiling?
No, I'm just, who knows where my home dimension is?
2, what if we, brace yourselves, what if we do this podcast daily?
2.
2.
What do you think?
It seems like a reasonable feat. We don't have that much on our plates.
A daily podcast?
Except for defeating evil where it
Every
might
day.
rear its ugly head.
Every single day, roll out more of this hot content.
Now I'm just a little worried. How am I going to thin slice that amount of time? Like, we're already down to 60 firsts.
Now, Arnie, do you look at me now as a mother figure?
You're a total mother figure.
Well, because I...
You are kind of a mother figure.
Well, because I, of course...
Shut your mother figured mouth.
I'm just talking about Usidore.
Of course, I teach math at the University of Phoenix under my pseudonym, Susan Doku. So do I remind you of your mother? Because I'm also a math teacher who transforms himself into a bespeckled 8-foot-tall woman to teach math to people at the University of Phoenix.
You turn into an 8-foot-tall woman?
That's right.
Yeah, Sudoku.
Why?
Look, Susan Doku is not to be trifled with. She is a dangerous warrior who just happens to teach math on the side.
She makes a great trifle, too. Arnie, if you keep up this whole shenanigan, I'm going to start calling you Marnie.
Marnie?
Math Arnie.
Math Arnie. Huh. I don't know. I feel like with a name like Marnie, would that change who I am? Would I be kind of like sort of the most annoying, but a little bit misunderstood member of our group?
So that's a no on the daily podcast?
I mean, let's think about it. I'll think about it. Why do you want to do it daily?
I don't know. I got nothing else going on.
Chunt, you're getting married. You got so much going on.
Yeah,
Also, we have a list full of things we need to accomplish to defeat the Dark Lord, to defeat the Void.
And that's the thing. Every day of the week, we could be tackling one of those things on the list.
Oh,
Pretty good, huh?
that is pretty good.
I mean, I feel like unless we talk about it, we don't do anything, right? Do you guys feel that way?
Absolutely.
Unless we actively talk about it, we don't actively do it.
I wonder if
And
we
that
didn't-
is why I come to this tavern every week, so that I can talk about the important things that I must do.
just punched that guy in the
Everyone must join
face.
my quest, and
Usidore.
together we shall
What?
defeat evil. Everyone must gather their swords and their shields and their bows and their arrows. And everyone must
He ripped a cat in half like a sheet of paper.
Oh, no.
sally forth, yea, and join mine quest. I, in this great party, shall go forth and find a way to overcome the evil that doth besiege us all.
Oh, it was Paper Cat.
Who's Paper Cat?
It's Paper Cat. Don't pet him.
Oh, got a Paper Cat?
Huh? Paper Cat. Hey, Arnie,
Yeah?
do me a favor.
3. No.
No. I want you to close your eyes.
Okay.
All right. Now, you're facing me. Turn 90 degrees to your left.
Oh, this is a big ask, but I will turn.
Well, it's not that big. I mean, I've been losing weight. Oh, you said big ask. And now, I have a surprise for you. Open your eyes.
Okay.
Arnie, that's the most active I've ever seen. Arnie. Arnie,
Sleep.
Mom, I am so sorry.
That must be Arnold.
That's my best friend.
Oh, my goodness. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to scare him.
No. He's working through.
no.
He's working.
This is all his fault.
This is one of my other best friends,
You-
Usidore.
It's a
Usidore.
pleasure to meet you.
Oh, what a pleasure it is for me to be in the company of 3 handsome gentlemen,
Mom.
including my baby Chunty.
Oh, my mommy, my mommy core, my mommy Minty.
Well, I'm going to give you a moment to catch up with your mother. I'm sorry, I didn't catch your name.
Oh, Eleanor the Manticore.
Eleanor, Usidore, pleasure to meet you. I'm going to go whisper into Arnie's ear to make sure that he understands what's going on when he wakes up.
No, don't worry. I'm just gonna kick him in the nuts.
Sleep. Yeah,
Kick him in the nuts.
Sleep. All right, I'm going to whisper in his ear, but it's going to be real wet sounding. Arnie, when you wake up, Chunt's mom will be here, and you won't be afraid of her anymore.
Is that part of the
Wake.
spell?
Wake.
Arnie, buddy, look at me. Arnie,
Yeah?
this is. Don't turn
I
around
am
yet.
sweating. I am covered in sweat.
Yeah. Listen, my mom is here. Okay. My mom, Eleanor,
Okay. Oh, I'm so excited to
is
meet your
to your
mom.
left.
Okay.
Meet my mom.
All right, great.
Arnold!
Oh my God! It's your mom.
I thought whispering in his ear would work.
Arnie, buddy, calm down. Okay.
Oh, I'm so sorry that your association with me is going to be injured testicles.
Oh, that reminds me.
No!
I know she's a manticore, okay? She has the head of a lion, the body of a scorpion, she's got dragon wings, but she's just my mommy.
Oh, and it's my baby Chunty.
Oh, hey.
Yes. Oh, and you are so handsome.
You are very overpowering sight, but I
Oh.
am very pleased to meet you.
Thank you. Now, please promise me, boys, no more fighting,
Okay.
at least physically.
Okay.
Please, can we all?
I can promise that. Yeah.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Thank you,
Don't kill me.
baby.
Sorry, mommy.
I swear to this, and a wizard's promise is never broken.
Thank you,
That's not
Usidore.
She's in town for the wedding, so I thought.
Here I am,
I
my
thought we could have her on the
little
show.
boys getting married.
Oh yeah, mommy.
I'm so proud of you. And I'm so happy that you found someone that makes you happy.
Yeah.
And I love that that person also has a wife because
Yeah.
I believe that we should have as much love in our life as possible.
Yeah, the way I look at it is that he's already experienced marriage, so I'm walking into a situation with a pro, you know,
Yes.
and I know he's very capable of love, and, you know, so I think it's a good situation.
And now, Eleanor, it's a pleasure to meet you, but in all these years that I've known Chunt since he was just a little shapeshifter, I've never crossed paths with you before. What have you been doing with your time?
Oh, well, I live on the other side of the mountains. Yes, and the lion in me means that I live with a pride. Some people might call it a commune.
Of lions?
Of lions, yes. Of lions and other manticores and other creatures. Anyone who wants to join us, really.
Oh, so it's a cross-species pride.
Exactly.
Well, that's lovely.
And it's communal living. We all love. We all grow our own food. We charge our crystals by the moonlight. It's just a really, really wonderful
What
life.
do you-
I'm so
Do you
lucky.
mind me asking, what do you do with those crystals after you've charged them in the moonlight?
Oh, well, you put them next to your heart, of course. They revive your spirit, Arnold. Perhaps you could use a crystal.
Oh, she's digging into her pouch.
Yes,
Here come the
here.
crystals.
You know what?
I
you know
love
what?
rocks.
Here come the crystals.
My spirit is exhausted, and I will take any little thing that'll help.
Here you are. It's a green one that
Ooh.
should revive your spirit.
I love crystals and rocks and geodes, all manner of stone.
Yes.
But you charging by moonlight, it takes a very long time. Why wouldn't you just have a unicorn blow on them?
Oh.
By moonlight, it seems like a very difficult way to charge your crystals when you could have a unicorn blow on them or wizards sleep with one under their pillow.
Usidore, Chunt's mom is our guest here, and she's sharing her
Well, I'm just saying it's a-
moon-charged crystal.
I'm just saying
Yes.
it's a backwards way to charge your crystals.
So you're saying there's a wrong way to give a fucking gift? You're such a mother figure.
Wait,
You're-
hey,
No,
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 hang on.
boys,
Mother
boys,
figure.
boys.
Just
It's
don't
fine.
Manticore
Here's a
explain to
crystal
her.
for you, Usidore.
Thank you.
And you know what? If a unicorn ever offers to charge a crystal, I'll take him up on it. But I'm not going to ask.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying there's a more efficient way to charge your crystals. That's all. That's
Well, thank you. I'll keep that in mind. I
thank
appreciate
you.
your concern.
May I whisper a secret into this crystal?
Please do.
He didn't say anything.
Oh, you boys. I'm sure he did. And I'm sure it was about my Chunt having a long and happy marriage.
Okay.
Thank
If
you,
that's
Mom.
what you want. If you want to get married and then have a lot of lovers, that's fine too. I support you in anything.
Thank you, Mom.
You're welcome.
You know, this is a weird question to ask someone's mom when you just met them, but you've been dropping the lover word a lot. So you got a lot of lovers in this commune, it sounds like?
I'm going to go grab a drink.
Yes. Okay, bye-bye.
Where's Chunt going?
So, as you know, my husband, originally Chunt's father,
Yeah.
passed away
Yeah. He's a hunger
at our
ghost.
wedding.
Yeah.
Yes. And you know, at that point in my life, I really thought that I was going to be married with one person forever. And that really changed the path of my life. And I thought, well, I'm going to see the blessing in this.
Yeah.
And
You
that
got-
blessing means I can be with any creature, species, man or woman that I want.
Yeah, you know what? I feel like if you get married to someone and they die like at your wedding, it gives you like a free pass to do kind of whatever you want after that.
Oh, it was very painful for a year.
I would imagine so.
Yes, I was quite a mess. I traveled the country. I drank much more than I should.
Oh.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. You ate, you preyed on creatures.
Exactly.
And
then I
love.
loved. Exactly.
I should probably be drinking too much right now. That reminds me. Excuse me, I'll be at the bar.
Oh, did Usidore recently have a love pass away at his wedding?
Probably. He fills his time with all kinds of bullshit. I don't really know. But you're very sweet. I'm really enjoying just feeling this motherly energy that sort of resonates off
Don't
of
hit
you.
on my mom.
I am not. I am, Chunt, I am sincerely trying to do like a mother thing. Now that sounded gross.
Try to
Yes.
do a mother?
Well, let's talk about the love in your life, Arnold.
Oh.
Do you have enough of it?
Do I have enough of it? That's a very complicated question. I have a lot of love in my life back home, and I try not to replace that with any love here. Yeah, no, I don't. You know what? I don't have enough love.
Yes, and you know, and I am talking about love and my commune and lovers, plural. But
yeah.
that doesn't mean that you can surround yourself with lovers. You can still surround yourself with love.
Oh, what non-sexual ways do you surround yourself with love? And then later I'll probably ask some follow-ups about the sexual ways.
Gross!
Well, you have your two wonderful friends here that you do your, what is
It's a
this?
podcast.
A podcast?
Yeah, you know what? I imagine my mom doesn't know what podcasts are either,
Yes.
really.
I'm not sure who's listening to this.
Not my mom.
Well, your mother sounds lovely.
She is. She
Okay.
is lovely.
And you've got, Chunt tells me that different people stop by all the time. See, we as humans are social beings. We need to surround ourselves with people.
You refer to yourself as a human?
I do sometimes, yes. I mean, I married a human.
That's true. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have the face of a human.
Yeah, you got a whole weird face on.
I do.
Yeah.
It's a face, but also with a mane.
Yeah, it's very.
I got my mane done for the wedding.
Oh,
Yes.
really?
You wouldn't believe the number of places where you can get your hair done with mane in the title.
Really? What were
Yes.
some of the names?
You know, the main event,
Uh-huh.
the lion's mane.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I like my favorite. I have never gone there because I don't have a Maine, but I walk by Horny on Maine all the time.
Oh, yes.
Watch it!
Oh. Did you get your hair done at, You're Gonna Main It After All?
I did. That's exactly where I got it done.
Back at the
Yes.
table.
Oh,
Are we
welcome
talking?
back, baby.
We're talking fun Maine places.
Yeah.
No pain, no Maine. Maine
Bangor,
squeeze.
Maine. That's another one.
Oh, how good is this? I feel like this was a Chunt trap, this conversational topic.
Portland, Maine.
Yeah.
The Maine Stage
Oh,
Theater.
Exile on Main Street.
That's all of them.
Yeah.
That's it.
Mom, I don't want to put you on the spot, but Arnie, my mom does this thing where she'll take her tail, her scorpion tail. She'll place
Here it
the
is.
stinger on your palm, and she'll give you a reading. Do you want one of those? They're pretty accurate.
Sure. I got to, just real quick, like, is there, like, poison or venom or anything in that?
Yeah, of course there is.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, deadly poison. The deadliest.
It only comes out when I want it to.
Oh, and you don't. It never, like, there's literally, like, a 0.60 out of 61% chance that it could accidentally
that
come
is
out.
not how
Dr.
numbers work at
Fractions
all.
is
Look at
back.
you and your math.
You're being a real math fraction.
Yes, that's right. No chance of poison coming out. Why would I want to hurt anyone?
Oh, okay. Oh, also,
I'm-
follow-up question, would it hurt? Like, would it just hurt?
Oh, let's see. It would feel like a human fingernail on a chalkboard.
Okay.
Ooh,
Here
we
it
go.
comes.
Here comes my hand.
Ooh, strong lines. Ooh, big hand. All right.
And she's gigantic, and she thinks my hand's big, so it's...
Shut up.
Okay. Well, Arnold, I can see that you're going to have a long life ahead of you.
That seems unlikely, but thank you.
I'm afraid I do see some darkness, and that I think you're going to
I have
be
not
somewhere.
washed my hands in a long time.
Well, I
There are
can't
no
speak to
sinks
that.
here. There, on my world, it's really easy to wash your hands.
Oh, yes.
And even then, I wasn't great about it. But I'm so sorry, I distracted you.
What could that darkness be? Maybe it's the DL?
Or you don't have enough love in your life, and you're stuck somewhere where you don't want to be.
Is that true, Arnie? Are you stuck somewhere you don't want to be?
I mean, I would like to be home with my wife and child and my mom.
Does your mom live with you?
No, but you know what? At least once a year.
Oh, that's about the same amount that I see my Chunty.
My mommy.
Yeah. You know, Chunt, why don't you visit your mom more often?
She's on the other side of the mountains.
Well, she's your mom.
What am
I'm
I,
so
made of-
busy
Yeah.
as well. We're both so busy.
Well,
Yeah.
I could definitely cast a spell to make the mountains move.
No, we don't need. That's fine.
Yeah,
I
we're
could
fine.
just move the mountains. You could just basically fly there direct.
Well, the mountains hide.
I'd also cast a spell to make you fly.
I don't need that. The mountains hide what my mom does with her friends behind that mountain, so I don't need to see that.
Yes.
All right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah,
don't
I
need-
suppose
I don't need
so.
to see that shit.
And you're so busy with your podcast, and now
You know what a podcast
husband?
is?
Well, I've just learned here today.
What? Well, okay.
Podcast.
Usidore and Arnie, don't say a word. Mom, what's a podcast?
Well, I'm thinking of a pod of turtles or geese. Some animal group is a pod. Whales, that's what it is. A pod of whales. And getting stuck in a net.
Sounds right to me.
Cast.
Whale stuck in a net. I mean, I guess the analogy holds.
Should we be talking about whale things? Oh, whales. There's so much love between whales. They're so beautiful.
And I love ambergris. I'm not going to lie.
You love what?
Ambergris?
Whale vomit?
Yeah.
I used to write trivia on my world, so I know a lot of dumb stuff.
Well, it's like a beautiful rock that's beautiful and has all sorts of magical properties, and it tastes pretty good.
Oh, I'll have to add it to my collection.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
I highly
thank you,
recommend it.
Usidore.
Oh, you're very welcome, Eleanor.
Mom, take him with a main of salt. Let's take a break.
All right, let's take a quick break. I'm going to go walk to the back of the tavern and scream a little bit more because I'm still a little bit scared, and we'll be right back.
'Tis I, Usidore, and I command thee. Go to patreon.com/Magic Tavern right now and become a member and get all of our wonderful bonus content.
So, Eleanor, the Manticore, I am very excited to learn more about your life. You know, what is it like on your side of the mountain? What do you do day to day?
Oh, well, day to day, we keep so busy in the Pride. Again, this is the Pride. Some people call it a commune.
Yeah.
Yes, like I said, we grow our own food. As you know, I'm the spiced potato maker.
Oh, I love spiced potatoes.
Yes.
Do you think, when we're done recording, do you think you could maybe run to the kitchen and whip up
Oh,
a
yeah,
batch?
please, Mom. My mom makes I've told you guys, my mom makes the best spiced potatoes.
The Vermilion Minotaur has very good spiced potatoes, but I'm sure your homemade version is far superior.
I happen to have a spice packet in my pouch.
Oh, wonderful. Now, you said you grow your own food. If you're a pride, don't you hunt for food at all?
Oh, that too, yes.
Oh, good.
We do a little bit of hunting. However, me, sometimes my appetite is that of the lion. Sometimes it's the serpent. So sometimes I get a meal in me and it lasts for a month.
Oh, wonderful.
Yes.
That's nice.
That does make it nice.
Have you ever eaten something so big that there's just like this weird giant bulge on you, like a snake in a cartoon?
Like you?
You know what? Only a few times. But it's so funny when manticores, are pregnant. Sometimes you can't ask a woman if she's pregnant because you're not sure if she is pregnant or she's just eaten something
just
very
ate something large, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The safest time to ask a woman if she's pregnant is if there's a baby coming out of some part of her.
And even then.
Even then, you don't know.
It might not be
Yes.
hers.
But it's safer. It's safer.
So, like, is it all manticores and lions? I guess I don't fully understand this communal society you live in.
Oh, yes. Well, it's a combination. You know, again, we don't turn anyone away. Free love, peace.
Sure.
That's what we're all about.
Sure.
So there are other manticores, there are lions, there's a few barn cats.
Oh.
Yes. In fact, I would say my most deepest relationship, most special relationship currently is with a barn cat.
Oh.
Yes.
Barn cat.
Oh, and is he spicy?
Oh.
Gentlemen, you don't even know.
I don't want to know.
Just-
Yes, I'll keep a tight lip for my son.
I won't ask questions, but I will say I'm having a hard time figuring out the logistics.
So now that you say this is ringing a bell with me. And in all my travels, I learn about many things throughout food. Does Dumple live in your commune?
Dumple! He
I know
does.
Dumple.
Oh my goodness.
Dumple has the head of a bat.
Yes.
And the body of a bat. But in between the body and the head is another body of a rat. He's a bat rat.
Yes.
Bat rat.
Bat, rat, bat. Wow.
He's a bat rat bat.
And Lord help us all if he starts flying around the barn at night.
Sure.
And I bet there's a guy, I forget his name. He's got the body of a spider and the head of a wolf. There's a guy who's got the body of a frog and the head of a horse, and he just kind of drags the head. Like he can't keep his head up. It's just like,
Yes, there's no need to give him sorrow. That's Patrick.
yeah, Patrick.
Patrick does very well
Creeps
for
me out.
himself. No,
Really?
don't say that.
Patrick fucks?
He does
He's
very
got a
well.
little frog body and a huge horse head.
He's got a wonderful full life,
If he
as
had a-
everyone does in our commune.
There's the guy, I don't know if he's in commune anymore. There's the guy that had the frog face and the horse body. That guy did well for himself. He's got a big old horse. I mean, go on.
They were lovely
That-
to you, Chunt.
that
They
Tom-
all sent you Christmas presents when you were younger.
They're all very nice, but I mean, that tongue with that dick, I mean, that's a good combination.
Sure, I guess.
Frog face and horse body? Come on, that's
yeah.
living the dream.
Oh, they all sent you Christmas presents?
Yes.
Yep, I got some Christmas cards. I got some Christmas presents. I got some Christmas candy.
Now,
like-
Arnie,
Wait
have
a
we,
second.
have we
That
told you?
reminds me, when I stayed with you, Chunt, once I was over around Christmas and you were going through a bunch of Christmas cards and you were like, this guy, he fucks. This guy, not so much. This guy fucks, doesn't fucks. This guy fucks.
Now, why are we being so mean to Patrick? I don't know Patrick personally, but a big horse head and a little frog body, you could still do a lot with that and live a very full and happy life.
Yes. Let's all be kind to one another. That's what I always say.
Sorry, Mom.
Yes,
Sorry, Mommy.
yes, let us all be kind to one another. Let us go forth into the world and spread kindness, defeating evil wherever we turn.
Mom, would you mind giving Usidore a reading?
Oh my goodness.
Usidore, put out your
course.
palm.
Oh, well, you have to use my right hand. Is that all right? Because my left hand currently isn't my hand. It's someone else's hand.
Oh, yes, that's no problem at all.
All right.
You know what? With Arnold's, I should have removed my turquoise bracelets. Pardon me.
Oh, and
Got
I had
so
a,
many scars and
Yes.
It's
ankles.
I had a quick question before you did this. Is it going to hurt?
It shall not. Not for you, Usidore.
Okay, what
Not
if
for
I
any
want it
wizard.
to hurt a little bit?
Ooh.
Guys,
Is there poison? Can I get a little bit of the poison? Just a little bit.
Only for you,
Thank you.
Usidore, because you asked for it.
All right.
All right, here we go.
Can you flap your butt wings?
Ooh, yes. Oh, this is this is a little preview of how I'm gonna dance at this wedding coming up. Ooh.
Arnie, just call him Wings.
Shoot.
Flap, 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 butt wings, flap, flap, butt
Shivery
wings, blah, blah,
moves.
blah, 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 flap, 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 flap.
Oh, God, trust me, have a little bit of competition.
All right, this reading. Ooh.
What do you see?
Well, like Arnold, Usidore, you're so lucky. You have a long life ahead of you.
Yes.
Yes, and I do see great things.
Oh, yes, I will accomplish great things.
Yes,
When I
and
destroy my great enemy.
Yes, exactly. I see a great battle before you.
A great battle.
A great battle.
And I shall be victorious in this conflict.
Well,
What? Oh.
I can't see that far.
Well, then I shall go down in a blaze of glory. For even if I am defeated, I shall take out as many of the DL's forces as I can. I shall not go quietly, nay, I shall make so much noise. If I am defeated, none shall feel the less pain than I.
I will say, and I don't mean to offer this up to you freely, Mom, but Usidore, if you're looking for someone for your quest, my mom is fucking badass.
Oh, that's true. I can be quite intimidating, I'm told.
You're scary. You
Yes.
look. I mean, you're very nice, but like you are very intimidating.
Eleanor, I must ask you now, will you join mine quest to defeat evil?
Oh, if it's to defeat evil, of course.
Really?
Yes. Is there music on this quest? Oh, that's another big thing at the commune, everyone. We have so much music.
Oh, that's
So
nice.
much. So many lute songs. Do you know Lute Reed?
I'm not familiar.
Okay,
No, please
he's-
tell me more.
Yes, we love listening to Lute Reed. We also...
He's more of an underground artist.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, I
But
see.
he follows our morals and our sensibilities.
Does the music, I assume the music is the, how shall you say, salve that helps lead to more of the sexual proclivity?
I'm gonna go grab a beer.
Yes, I would say it certainly helps. I mean, really, again, our life is so simple but so rich. And it really was the happiness that I needed after the dark period.
So it sounds like you really live a very full life, tending to your needs, tending to the needs of others about you, living for pleasure, but also being responsible enough to care for a group of creatures and sentient beings around you. I think it's quite a lovely way to live.
Oh, thank you, Usidore.
You're very welcome.
I appreciate that very much.
You know, I was kind of curious if you're going to be joining Usidore's quest. I'd love to hear more about the terrifying ways that you kill and destroy things with your scorpion tail and.
Well, it's quite a moral conundrum, and really this battle I have inside me, right? Because I am all about peace and kindness, but a Manticore's got to eat.
Sure.
You know?
Yes, and hunt,
Yes.
and strike down orcs and goblins and all the other minions of the DL.
Oh,
who
I've
would
never
do us
killed a
so much harm.
goblin.
You've never
Oh,
ki-
heavens no.
No?
No.
Well, if you want to join the quest, you're probably going to have to kill a goblin.
Oh, Usidore.
Well, you know, I'm very curious. Like, how do you decide like what things you will and won't kill?
Well, normally we get a sense of how evil they are. Most goblins are quite lovely.
Well, if they're an employee of the DL, then I suppose that's not exactly true, but I suppose they could be reformed, perhaps. But on a quest such as this, reformation is not always the first choice. So we must do what we must in these dark times. We must take lives. It is not an easy task, but you must be up to it. Think of it this way. Patrick, if he was evil, would you kill him?
Oh, in a heartbeat.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, but also I should be clear. We're trying to work on a strictly no killing in Hog's Face rule.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
In Hog's Face.
Yeah, no one dies, a la Spider-Man.
Well, luckily I am full. I'm not hungry. That affects it too. Obviously, when I get pretty hungry, I just sort of black out and may come to and have killed something. It's quite terrible, really.
Oh,
Yes.
so you can just sort of go into a blind hunger rage.
Exactly.
Now I'm starting to see why you and your deceased husband got along. There's a food thing that seems to bind them both together.
Oh, we had so many wonderful meals together. You're
Well, you
right. That
should-
really was a crux of our
You
relationship.
should have had one right before he died.
Yeah. Because then he'd be gone forever.
I wonder if there's a way for me to come up with a time travel spell that would allow us to go back in time and allow Hugo to eat something And that way we'd never have to talk to Hugo again.
Hey, I'm back. I saw Usidore. It looks like you're thinking of something. You're trying to think of more main shops?
Oh, I was thinking of the main event.
I thought a main enable. Main enable is kind of a fun one.
You're allowed to come back and say that you thought of more main ones. You don't have to.
Well, I was waiting to see for it in, and then I saw
sure.
Usidore start to look sort of pensive, or just kind of looks like he was in deep thought.
Sure.
Thought to strike while the iron was hot.
Yes, he saw me over here with my wand pulling little bits of silver out of my own brain.
Yeah, have you ever
Yes.
seen him do that?
Oh,
Those
yeah,
are called-
I have.
Do that every once in a while.
Mind
Slip in my
worms.
pocket.
Yeah.
Mind worms.
Yes, I pull a little mind worm out of my brain and then I swallow it because I remember everything I eat.
Oh, that's a way to not get hungry.
Very
Swallow
true. Very
a
true.
mind worm. Also, if we can jump back momentarily, Usidore, yes, it would be nice to go back in time for Hugo, but at the same time, I wouldn't have the life that I have today, and I'm so happy.
Well, I suppose it's foolish to meddle with the past.
Usidore, could you send me back in time?
No. It's foolish to meddle with the past for such trivial matters. If I were going to go in the past, what I would do is I would go back to the beginning of the very first Dark Lord, and I would undo their power before they ever did grow so strong.
Oh, like kill the Dark Lord as a baby?
Well, there have been
That's what anyone would do with time travel. It's at this point.
Yes, it's a little bit of a cliche. That's why I usually don't mess with it. I leave that to Can and his bullshit.
If you can go back in time, you should kill the Dark Lord as like a teenager or even like young adult. Like before they're really powerful, but like not when they're a baby? That seems rough.
Well, I suppose that's true, but at that point, if you go back in time, aren't you better off to try to put that person on a better path? Rather than to destroy them outright? Perhaps create a set of circumstances where they don't become evil at all.
So you'd go back in time and you would take the Dark Lord as a baby and then raise him to be a good guy?
What a wonderful idea. Oh, he could come live on my commune.
Well, I've done this 4 or 5 times already, and every time I do it, the universe finds a way to make him evil anyway. So I just quit. I quit trying.
If I could go back in time, I would have said main or shine. I'd go back 5 minutes and I'd
Yes.
say main or shine. And
Good one, honey.
I'm going to regret it for the rest of my life that I didn't say that. Thank you, Mom.
Welcome.
Is there a way, Usidore, and I know you don't take time travel lightly, that you could send Chunt back in time to every episode where he could fill in all the wordplay that he feels like he missed?
Chunt, I don't particularly recall you doing any wordplay on the show until now. Do you want to go back in time and add it to all the previous episodes?
I mean, I do feel like there's times when we get done with the show and for the following week, as I wait for a next episode, I think of all the jokes I missed or the people on Twitter tell me the jokes I missed, and it's just so hard to live with that weight. If there was a way for me to shrug that albatross off my neck, that would be...
Could
Well,
you
no
send,
main, no gain.
Oh, Mom is crushing it.
Usidore, could you send me back in time? Because
No.
sometimes on Twitter people are like, pretty good joke. No one appreciated it enough, so I can go back and be
Who?
like, good
Who
one.
did that? Troy? Was it fucking Troy?
What is this Twitter you're talking about? Ooh,
Oh,
is it like
Chunt,
a
we
is it
got-
like a key party?
Chunt, we got to get your mom on Twitter.
Mom,
Then she could read all your tweets.
no, I don't...
Have we told you about key parties
No. Are
here,
they?
here on Foon?
What are they like on Foon?
Well, you go to a party.
Ah, they're so wonderful.
You put your key into a bowl.
Okay.
Then everyone exchanges keys. You take a key, and there is a puzzle lockbox waiting for you back at your home. You have to solve all the puzzles in the box. There could be dozens or hundreds of them. And once you open the box, you get to have sex with whoever's inside.
Once you piece them together.
Oh.
Yes.
ugh.
Have
It's all
sex
consensual.
until they collapse. Because, like I always say, life is like a box. You fill it up with shit and then it collapses.
Oh.
My mom does say that.
Rapple, pasapple, nyapple, hyapple, yidang,
Wait, Usidore, what are you doing?
yatcha, egebieth,
Whoa, what's happening? What's happening?
What? Chunt disappeared. Usidore, what'd you do with Chunt?
I hope he's back in time for his wedding.
Whoa, you're back.
Oh, good.
Whoa. Oh my goddesses, that was amazing. Usidore, thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome.
Arnie,
What happened?
I went back in time. I went into every single episode and I put in wordplay.
Oh,
It
it's
was
starting
unbelievable.
oh my gosh. My memories are changing. I'm starting to remember all the episodes with a lot more wordplay. Some would say too much.
Well, I'd say the appropriate amount.
It's a lot for me to comprehend.
Let's send Arnie back in time.
Yeah, Usidore, could you send me back in time to before...
Before he read Troy's email and started to do that dumb math stuff.
No. That's kind of useful. Maybe send me back in time to before I came to Foon. Send me back to, like, right before the first episode.
Oh, no, you don't want to do that.
No, I do.
No.
So that I never
No.
came here, so that I can stay home with my family.
Well, then how would we do the podcast?
I don't know. I would just gather up two stupid fucking improvisers in Chicago and do a fake version of it.
No one would listen to that.
What would you
Some
call
people.
it?
I would call it...
Mystery Cove?
No, you're fine where you're at. I'll tell you what. Let me see. How can I help Arnie? I shall send you back in time. Yes, Arnie. I shall set you free. Oh. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Apple, apple, apple,
Wait, where'd you send him?
I sent him back to this morning so he could put on a different shirt.
Lemon Snapple. Is that what you said?
Yes, that was part of it. Oh, you're back. Oh,
Yeah.
your pink shirt.
Yeah, but did you see that I wrote math makes it possible on my pink shirt?
Come on.
Gentlemen, as much as I love the time travel that you're doing, I would encourage you to see the blessings and the bad things that have come to you and see how strong you are now and how you can continue to overcome them and be stronger, rather than fix it by going back in time.
Yes, and of course, every time I send you back in time, a whole herd of elephants passes away. So there's a tall price for this spell. So I'm stopping here.
There goes a lot of our food.
Magic has a cost. Magic isn't free. Why do you think I stopped trying to re-raise the Dark Lord? Every time I'd get to the point where he was a teenager and then he got mad at me and he'd run away from home, or he'd get to be about 25 and he'd get a weird haircut and we'd get into a fight.
He had that art period where he's like painting.
Terrible.
Magic's a real pain in the ass.
This might be a good time to transition to emails. Hey, if you want to email me, you can email me at magictavern@puppies.supplies. It's a real email address. I'm going to read one here. It says, "Hello, Arnie, Chunt, and Usidore. I'm a longtime fan of Magic Tavern and have a question about the planet of Foon." I don't know if that's accurate. In one of your early episodes, I seem to remember that Usidore very matter-of-factly explained that Foon is a spherical planet much like Earth. As such, I was wondering why none of you, but especially Usidore, didn't call out the Mothman's bullshit when he claimed to have just discovered that Foon isn't flat. Eagerly awaiting your reply on the podcast, Chad Kent.
Oh, well, that's very simple. It is a round planet just like Earth from above when you look down on it.
Oh.
It's flat when you look at it from the side.
Yeah.
But it's perfectly round and flat, just like Earth.
No prize.
Checks out.
May I send some love to, what was his name?
Chad Kent?
Oh,
Chad
Chad.
Kent.
I hope you overcome whatever it is that is troubling you and find yourself stronger on the other side.
Oh, that was sweet, Mom.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you can sense that something's troubling someone when they say, "I seem to remember," in an email.
I got an email here. This is from Beth Rossi. It says, "Hello from Scotland. To my favorite Foon trio. Hello from the magical land of Scotland. Like you, Arnie, I'm somewhat of an outsider, as I moved here recently from California. I am a geologist here on Earth, a profession that you, Usidore, would probably love." And she has a few things to say here. Usidore, what's your favorite rock?
Oh, slate.
Chunt, congrats on your engagement. Love you. Keep on keeping on. You are awesome. And Arnie, she says, I'm a big Twin Peaks fan.
Oh.
Just to let you know, recently they made a third season of Twin Peaks as a 25 years later kind of thing.
I don't know what dimension that email came from, but there's no way they did a third season of Twin Peaks on my planet as much as I would like them to.
Also, what did Scott do to make her move out of his land?
I don't know. Oh, and you know what? That reminds me, Usidore. I know you said you really love Slate. You should consider subscribing to Slate Plus. That way you just get a little extra Slate every week.
Oh, you're being a real gabfest.
Oh, you know what? I have one more email here. I feel like we haven't done as many emails lately. Here's one from someone named John Bastion.
What?
And they write, "So, a friend of a friend just clued me in to episode 32 of Hello from the Magic Tavern, Offices and Bosses. And holy crap, I show up at about 7 minutes and 20 seconds in, and now I'm really curious as to how anybody there came up with my name. My first guess would be that you're perhaps referring to my alternate universe persona, who isn't me, but who's a musician from Santa Cruz, California. I would be the playwright version from Los Angeles, and definitely not the fire safety dude from Vegas. But again, it was really interesting surprise, and now the universe has dictated that I get in touch with y'all. Because really, how could I not? Sincerely, the John Bastion, who isn't a character in a role-playing game. At least he doesn't think he is.
So, this person claims that it's amazing that I have come up with the name John Bastion, even though this person clearly knows there are at least 2 more of them out there.
What are the odds?
And he decided to turn you all into one shorter word?
Y'all.
Oh,
Y'all?
didn't know we could do that.
Y'all.
Y'all.
Usidore, is it possible this person thinks they're a real person, but they're really just a figment of your imagination?
Well, I assume most of you are a figment of my imagination. In all the experiments I've done on myself over the years, trying to learn ways to defeat my great enemy, I assume that I'm often having a psychotic break and that most of you around me aren't real. I mean, look at her. She's got a human face on a lion head and a scorpion body and bat wings on her butt. And it's still cute as a button.
Rawr.
I got another email here. This is from Nema Weiss. This is from our biggest fan in Israel.
Ooh.
Israel, is that right?
Our biggest fan is real.
Is it real?
Is fake? Israel?
Is
Or
real.
Israel.
Is this a figment of your imagination?
Possibly.
Says, hello, Arnold, Chunt, and Usidore. I have discovered your podcast about 4 weeks ago, and I have listened to every episode you ever made over the past 3.5-ish years in 4 weeks.
Well, it's actually 3 and 60
Keep reading.
61st of the year.
That's too many episodes in 4 weeks. Anyways, I have a question for Usidore. My 3.5-year-old daughter has recently started to love rocks. She will often find one in the street, pick it up, embrace it, and say, I love rocks. Is she a wizard, or has Usidore placed a powerful enchantment on her from beyond?
If you love rocks, that doesn't necessarily mean you're a wizard. If the child holds the rock for a while and then begins to float in the air, or the rock comes alive and has a face, or the rock spews blood, then perhaps the child is a wizard.
There you have it.
But I had no hand in it. Not me. Not it.
Is wizard?
Is wizard.
She could have just wrote, is wizard?
Is
Question
wizard?
mark?
Question mark? If you have any questions that are as simple as is wizard, you can email magictavern@puppies.supplies, or
You can email me at chunt with 6 T's at gmail.com.
Or you can contact me by sleeping underneath 7 layers of herbs and spices, coating yourself in a thin batter, throwing yourself into a hot boiling bath of oil, and cooking yourself as if you were delicious fried chicken.
But also, if you email Arnie or I, Usidore will get the email.
Oh, yeah, you can just do that.
Yeah. Or you can email Chunt's mom at mantikilf@ashleymadison.com.
Yes, come visit me on the commune. The Indigo Girls can entertain you, and by that I mean 2 blue women
Oh,
who will dance. They're
wow.
wonderful dancers.
That sounds great. You know, we should all take a trip to the commune together. Won't that be fun?
Please do.
You go ahead.
Chunt, you should really visit your mom more often.
I don't want to watch her in the midst of her lovers.
Well, how about this, Eleanor? If Chunt comes to visit, would you take a love break for a little while? If
Of
you could see him more
course.
often?
Anything for my Chunty.
Oh, mommy.
Yes. And I'm so happy for you again. Congratulations.
Actually, Eleanor, I have a question about Chunt and his childhood. Did you name Chunt? Did you give him his name?
I did.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, that makes
It's
sense.
a family name.
Okay.
It's my father's middle name. Mm-hmm. Yes.
All right, it's all coming together.
Yes. Anyway,
Mom.
darling, I'm so happy for you. I'm
Thank
so happy
you.
you found a love.
Thank you. It means
Yes.
the world to me that you're here. I do have one ask. Can you not bring that horse frog to the wedding?
Well, this is awkward. I've already invited him.
What a real mother figure.
Yes.
And don't worry, if we visit, you can keep loving. I'll hold a leaf up or something.
Oh, thank you, Usidore.
Where's the leaf going?
Between.
Like a partition of sorts.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
How big is this leaf?
Just big enough.
You've never been on the other side of the mountains. The leaves are ginormous.
Oh, I'm going to be thinking about this leaf for a long time.
Way to fixate on the wrong thing.
Well, you know
Yes.
me. Oh,
Maine,
I love to jizz on a leaf.
ball and mane,
Oh, yes, that's what you're getting for your wedding.
lower,
The old
lower
ball
back
and
mane.
mane. Yes. Singing in the Maine.
That's all of them.
November Maine.
Send me back in time.
I can't remember. Do I enjoy these transmissions?
It's more like you get through them considering the amount of time you've already invested.
Yeah, that sounds fair. Usidore the Wizard was played by Matt Young. Chunt the Badger was played by Adal Rifai. Eleanor the Manticore was played by special guest Jill Fenstermaker. Catch her performing at I.O. Chicago and catch the team she coaches, Big Spoon, at I.O.'s on Saturday. Hello from the Magic Tavern is produced by Arnie Niekamp, Ryan DiGiorgi, and Evan Jacover. This episode edited by Garrett Schultz.
Hang on, I'm accessing a file that was auto-saved before I was deactivated.
Such a nicer term than murdered with a laser saw.
Yeah, it was kind of elegant, actually.
Here we go. Oh dear. Oh no.
What, the second half of Arrested Development Season 5 further weakens the brand?
No. Well, yes, but the Void has consumed most of Quadrant 14.
That's what you were about to report to the High Command.
We've talked about this. We're leaving that threat to the B list. We start dabbling in planetary affairs, there's no time left for crafting Thursdays.
But look at these readouts. The Void's progress is 10 times worse than projected. Either we do something, or we hide in the space bunker as the universe slowly disappears.
We're gonna hide in the bunker, right?
I mean, it is nice and warm in here.
The thing about universes is they come and go, but crafting Thursdays, those are special.
Newly reborn, I am finally ready to work with Calico.
You guys are such dicks.
Hey, thank you for listening to Hello from the Magic Tavern. A great way to support the podcast is to join our Patreon. You'll get ad-free versions of our entire back catalog, including all the Magic Tavern spin-offs like Offices and Bosses, I Am Spin Tax, Shadow Sit, there are a lot of them. There are 2 new exclusive bonus episodes every month, Discord, all kinds of stuff. To get more information, go to patreon.com/Magic Tavern. That's patreon.com/Magic Tavern.